Good morning. Welcome to our forecast discussion for Wednesday, August 6, 2025. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino, CDM number 9. Just a reminder, we do not have our live chat tonight. It will be back next week, though. So it's pretty quiet right now, though. So that's good news. Currently, high pressure is generally in control, but we have an onshore flow. You see these easterly winds here? They're going to be in place for the next couple of days. And as we have these easterly winds, it's going to lead to some variable cloud cover and a threat for an isolated showers. We have a little disturbance lifting through. Notice right now we don't have any sign of any type of precipitation. We did have earlier a few areas of showers down towards Washington, D.C. They have since dissipated. Other than that, a lot of cloud cover and that easterly wind. Temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 70s throughout much of the region. Really, it's going to be a cool day with high temperatures only in the mid to upper 70s. When you take a look at our radar and surface map from WeatherTap, not much going on. We'll put this in motion. You can see just a few showers here. A lot of this, though, is not reaching the ground, more bark than bite. But there is a threat here for an isolated shower here and there as we move on through the day. Nothing significant, just passing sprinkle here and there. So if you have any outdoor plans, going to a baseball game, anything of that nature, shouldn't be too much of an issue. I wanted to zoom out here, and this is the surface map that is provided by the WPC, which is, again, completely free, paid with your tax dollars. And this high pressure system is going to be key. See, this high pressure system sets up an easterly wind pattern, and this is basically going to be in place all the way on into the weekend. So with this onshore flow, you can end up with variable cloud cover, a pesky isolated shower, but also with the persistent wind, a slight increase in the potential for some minor coastal flooding on the Jersey Shore, for example. And also you want to watch out for those riptides if you do decide to head up to the beach. So just be aware of that. But that is generally what is going to be in control over the next several days, all the way on into Sunday with tranquil weather conditions. And as a result, low temperatures, well, for example, today's high temperatures will be in the mid to upper 70s throughout the region. A few lower 80s on the I-95 corridor, like 80 degrees around Philadelphia or Newark or something of that nature. Low temperatures will be in the upper 50s to lower 60s over the northern interior, mid 60s along the coast and your urban areas. High temperatures will range from the upper 70s to lower 80s. By the time we get to Sunday, we get a little bit warmer, with low temperatures in the lower to mid 60s and high temperatures ranging from the upper 80s to lower 90s over the northern interior, lower to mid 90s on the I-95 corridor, upper 80s to lower 90s along the coast. So we start to see that shift. And then on Monday, again, high pressure in control, isolated showers a possibility, but for the most part, I'm just looking at scattered cloud cover, but hotter, with low temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 60s over the northern interior, upper 60s to lower 70s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 90s and a heat index in the upper 90s to lower 100s. On Tuesday, a cold front will approach from the west but remain far enough west to only produce a threat for an isolated shower. Other than that, scattered cloud cover is expected with heat and humidity returning, but then no more of a southwesterly wind flow. Look for low temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 60s over the northern interior, upper 60s to lower 70s in your suburbs, lower to mid 70s in your urban areas. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 90s throughout much of the region, with a heat index in the upper 90s to lower 100s. And then on Wednesday, a cold front will approach with showers and thunderstorms approaching towards the evening hours. Look for low temperatures in the lower to mid 70s, high temperatures in the mid to upper 80s along the immediate coast and on Long Island, upper 80s to lower 90s along the rest of the coast. Look for lower to mid 90s away from the coast, and especially on the I-95 corridor, we could be pushing up into the lower to mid hundreds. So that's certainly something that we're going to be watching very, very carefully. So no major storms on the horizon, no major precipitation events or anything of that nature. We will see the heat and humidity return by next week. But for now, enjoy this very comfortable weather. And in the meantime, stay safe out there.